Right, guys, why am I covering Brotato, which is a game that's been out for a while? You can get it on your mobile device, and it's a really great mobile game, but also I'm playing it on PC with a controller, which is kind of, I think, the best way to play it. What is Brotato? It's basically Vampire Survivors, but you're a potato. I think it's better than Vampire Survivors, if you've ever played that game. It's very similar. You have lots of different characters. I've started a new account, which is why I haven't got everything maxed, but lots of different characters. They all do very different things, and lots of different items to unlock. It's just got a bit more depth to it than Vampire Survivors. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you the Fisherman run that I did at Danger 5. It's quite a difficult character. A lot of people ask how to do it, so I am going to show you the way that I completed it. And I think those of you that are watching will be like, where's Warcraft Rumble? I'm just doing a little bit of different stuff on the channel because Warcraft Rumble has got a little bit of lack of content at the moment. And so without getting into too much detail, because I know some of you may have come here from YouTube search, I'm going to jump straight into the Fisherman run. Right, we're doing Fisherman with Spear, Danger 5. Why Spear? High base damage, scales well with bait. Scales 1-to-1 with melee damage at tier 1. Gives us primitive bonus, which is max HP. Crit chance of 2 times, so good for crit scaling later into the game. Has a very long range, can hit multiple things at once. Just a generally good early weapon to work with if you're playing Fisherman. Now, round 1 is important, and I'm getting terrible RNG, so I might restart. We are looking for a certain amount of materials from round 1. We're looking for around... God, please. We're looking for around... Well, this is really good, actually. No, we've got better. We were looking for 64, but we've got 69, which is fantastic. Out of these 4, we're looking for melee damage. Then we'll be looking for max HP and armor. Then we'll be looking for luck and harvesting. But we're going to take the max HP. We're going to go bait. Another bait. Please give me a spear. Please give me a spear. Blinking heck. I am a little worried that I'm going to have to restart. I'm actually going to have to straight up restart here, guys. Yeah, this is not possible to do with just 1 spear. We need like 2 to 3 spears. 2 makes it hard. 3 makes it much more doable. We had a good amount of resources, probably the highest, a really good RNG on the resources, but we didn't get very good RNG on the shop. We're looking for between 64 and 70 resources, ideally. That's 66, so that's great. And we got 2 extras for the next round. Got absolutely garbage. Like, these are all terrible, but range is the only one that's remotely usable. This would be another restart for me in most situations. In fact, it is going to be another restart. Got really good resources again, but not getting very lucky on the rolls. To make this Fisherman run work, your first couple of rounds are really important. We've got another tree, which is good. That gives us guaranteed resources. Fisherman only gets 50% reduced drops from the aliens rather than from trees. You see I'm taking damage as well. The reason I'm taking damage is because I want to just make sure I group up the aliens. So I've got attack speed and armor. Like, attack speed's also fine. There's a spear. There's a bait. 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 I need another spear. Please give me another spear. This is not looking great. It's going to be another restart. We need 3 spears. Really? Like, 3 spears would be really excellent. But we're just not getting them at the moment. And I think this is also looking pretty terrible on the RNG front as well, depending if we can find a tree. This is sometimes what you'll find on certain runs. You will just keep restarting at the start to just try and get things the way you want them. Yeah, terrible RNG. So we're going to restart again. Fisherman probably is the character that I restart the most on, because I'm looking for very specific things. That is an item, so that's really nice. I just need to hopefully get the right amount of resources. Just give me more materials here. That's workable. That's really workable. Item plus this is really workable. Luck is great. Max HP is decent. There's a spear, a bait. Now give me 1 more spear, a spear and a bait. A spear and then a bait. I did have another spear there, but we've got 40 damage, 3 spears, and some luck. Right. What are we doing now to deal with this many lampreys? Well, there's a certain technique that we use, and it is going to be pulling them up towards the corner and then stutter stepping our way down, moving away from the wall slightly in line with their shots. That was very awfully described. I hope you saw what I did more than what I described. I will show you again over the next few waves. If you missed it, / didn't have a freaking clue what I just tried to do there, because it was very difficult to explain and do at the same time. It's a very specific technique that we use to make sure that we are avoiding as most damage as possible whilst also maximizing the amount of lampreys that we hit. I'm going to take attack speed in this scenario. Potato thrower is interesting, but we don't really stack HP. Spear, tree. That's a spear, but I'm going to just keep rolling for baits. Another tree. That's really fantastic. Another bait. 80 damage. Right. So, watch again. We pull them towards the top. As they start to charge, we pull over to the corner, and then we walk slowly down and then away from the wall as we hit the bottom half to maximize the amount of damage that we're doing, whilst also dodging the amount of the most amount of projectiles. Basically, that's about as well as I can explain it. The best thing you can do is copy the technique and just see how it works. It is just a certain technique set up that we use, and I've got the item as well, just to make sure that we avoid the most damage possible whilst also dealing the most damage possible. I'm going to recycle that, and I'm going to take melee damage, and then luck and attack speed. I'm getting kind of screwed by attack speed recently, so I'm actually going to take the attack speed because I picked up some luck earlier. Spear, bait. Another spear. We are max spears now. Bait. And more trees. We have got 3 trees. This is insane. Right, we're going to do the same thing again. This is a really, really good RNG run. I knew restarting would work. We're going to pull them over to the corner. We're going to start to step our way down. We're going to walk away from the wall. And we are going to deal with all of them. We didn't have as many baits that time round because we only went from, I think, 80 to 112. But nonetheless, it's actually not the early lampreys that prove to be the issue for me in most of my runs. It's actually the lampreys that spawn later into the rounds. They can be a bit harder to navigate whilst you're trying to navigate the majority of the other aliens as well. Got loads. Having loads of trees spawn is fantastic, though. XP gain over range is great. In this situation, we're going to take some armor, bait, spear, lifesteal is good, spear, bait, reroll, bait. We got one more bait in us. Oh, that's really nice, and we're locking it because luck and dodge is great. Lifesteal is good, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Lifesteal we can pick up later into the run. So we're going to do the same lamprey technique. We're going to move them over to the corner, and as they charge in, we're going to slowly walk away from the wall. And it's just like a really easy way to dodge the majority of the bullet hell that lampreys bring. And because we have so many trees spawning now, if you don't have this many trees, don't worry. They're not necessary for survival. Your main form of regen is going to come from consumables, because we want to get our luck up a little bit, and consumables is just a great way to regen. So if you've got plus consumable healing, that's also something else that you might want to prioritize from items. Obviously, early on, we're going a bit all in on the baits. We have 152% damage. We have 19 baits by wave 5, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to take the lifesteal here, and then I'm going to take melee damage or speed. Melee damage is going to allow me to scale a little bit quicker here. We will take this. We'll take this. Oh, mastery is really nice. Oh my god, crown is amazing as well. We're going to take the baits, and then I'm actually even going to lock the spear. I might even take another bait here. Again, bait doesn't only get us damage, it also gets us harvesting, which is fantastic too. We took a load of baits in this situation. I'm a little bit fearful for my life, but we're going to do the same technique and just hope it pays out. Look at how many lampreys there are. We are now actually, with the melee damage that we took, basically one-shotting the lampreys, which is working out fantastically for us. Yeah, we're onto a good run here. If we can get those items that we just found, and the trees giving us items is such a nice deal as well. We'll be in a really nice spot on this run. This is kind of like a god RNG run on Fisherman, honestly. Probably seen people do better, but this is really, really nice. I haven't had the best like level up luck, but I've just had a really nice luck on the items, and especially the early items as well. No, I'm taking armor in this situation, and here I'm not going to reroll, I'm just going to take lifesteal. So, crown, bait. I'm not going to take many baits on this run. And actually, do you know what? Going into wave 7, that's okay. Wave 7 can sometimes be a bit tricky. We've taken far less baits. It's not the end of the world if you don't take super amount of baits every single turn. We did get crowns, so that's going to make up for the lack of harvesting that we got from the baits there. We don't actually even care if the eggs... You don't even have to really care about the eggs, because you basically, with the amount of damage that you should have by this point, the lampreys are more threatening than the egg spawns. So this is really nice. We're basically one-shotting the majority of stuff now. Lamprey's still taking a couple hits, so just have to bear that in mind. Spears are very awkward to play around just because of their recoil time. So you just have to encircle the mobs. We've got a lot of stuff that we do there. And we're never going to really keep many items. I'm going to take the dodge here, the spear. That's another spear, so we're going to combine and take this one here. The bait. Rip and tear is great, but obviously we're going to lose some harvesting. Take some more harvesting to make up for it, though. So we're at 256% damage. We one-shot these guys. We are still going to play it safe at the start of the round if we take a lot of baits. You can see here. Oh, that was so nice. We dodged everything there. Beautiful. I still want some more attack speed. I've only got 15. It's not, attack speed isn't the best on spears, but it just helps a little bit to make it feel a bit easier to play. Okay, sorry, I'm concentrating because I'm taking a lot of damage here like an idiot. Thank God. Okay, we've got 4 items. Take the lifesteal. Take the... Oh my God, yeah. No, because we do not want HP regeneration, even though Sad Tomato can be really good. We're going to take the 9% dodge. You do not really care too much about damage. Oh, I could have taken Mini Factory. That actually would have been okay. Tentacle crit is nice. That spear is... Leveling up spears isn't actually that big of a deal. So usually what happens when you level up spears is that you get an increase in melee damage. You just get an increase in flat damage, which is quite nice, but I'll lock it. There's a Pocket Factory there as well. Again, I just missed it like an idiot. I probably should take Pocket Factory because the amount of trees that I've got. I wouldn't usually take Pocket Factory, which is why I've been skipping over it so much. Yeah, and we can now tank the lampreys against the wall. So once you get to a certain point in this game, you can essentially tank the lampreys against the wall because you deal so much damage to them, they charge you. It doesn't actually matter that they charge you because they die before they get to you, and you'll never get hit by their projectiles because you just stand in the middle of them. Usually you wouldn't be able to do that because the charge damage would be something that you had to pay attention to. Oh, there is a item. Loot goblin, loot alien. I do also want to move across the map because so many of these trees spawn. So I do want to kind of move across the map to try and maximize how many items I could potentially get. I kind of want to pick up the majority of this stuff in the middle as well. Okay, it's not too bad. How much? I'm 143 harvesting. Obviously, I took a couple of anti-harvesting things. 451 is not bad, though. That is really nice. Armor would get me into a nice range. Luck is also good. We've got quite a lot of luck, though, so I'm going to take the attack speed. And then I'm going to take the dodge. Right, I think we're going to take this spear. Cyberball is good. Even medical turret is pretty good, honestly. It's another spear and a bait. I'm going to take the consumables. That is the lucky charm is quite nice, but it does reduce my melee damage, which is only 12. But 30 luck would be really good. I think we can make up the melee damage somewhere else. The luck is very strong. Okay, yeah. So what I can do now is basically just stand my ground with these guys. And yeah, they're not even a problem. I didn't take that many baits that round, though. You do want to kind of keep taking as many baits as you can as the game progresses. But we're into wave 10, which is super nice now. What I need to focus on now is maximizing my HP and defenses. So we are now at 28% dodge. That is not a bad amount of dodge to be at by wave 10, by the way. Usually I'd be on much lower than that, but we managed to get, like I said, a very strong early start in terms of like offensive stats. I'm taking a bit of damage here though. Just need to be a little careful. Pickup range would also be good because I feel like I'm having to get way too close to these things to pick them up. Also, I don't know if you're noticing that the lifesteal is actually helping. Lifesteal on spears is okay, by the way. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Bloody hell, Kieran. Whee! Okay, we're good. We're good. Another tentacle. That's not bad at all. Melee damage +6. That means taking that charm is much better for me. Elemental damage. At this point, you might think like you could just be taking way more baits, and I know I definitely could be taking way more baits, but you also do want to prioritize some of your other stats. So let's have a look at my stats. 49 HP, little low, could be higher. 360% damage, lifesteal's up at 7%, melee damage at 16, attack speed 26, crit chance is 6, but that's mostly coming from my tentacles. If I can get that up, the tentacles will be another great way of healing. So the lamprey is coming at me. Again, I can just stand my ground with them. You notice I'm also one-shotting those basically one-shotting those armored aliens, which is great. Yeah, we're in a very good spot for this run. Rip and Tear is super nice as well. It helps deal with some of the issues of Spear, which is that it can sometimes miss units that it fires towards. But Rip and Tear obviously gives you that explosive damage to the sides, which is fantastic. In fact, how much is Rip and Tear even doing right now? 83 damage, which is like more than most melee weapons would be doing. And that also scales with percentage damage increase as well. Which is why also, if you get your dodge up, Riposte scales super nicely with Fisherman. It's another great way of dealing damage. So if I find Riposte, I'm absolutely going to go for Riposte. Cyberball also scales quite nicely because we go for luck. I took so much damage there. What on earth was I doing? Blinking heck. I've just got to survive. I've just got to survive. I've just got to survive. Just got to survive. Just got to survive. Bloody hell. I was not thinking. I'm going to take the max HP here. I'm also going to take the crit chance. I'm going to roll this because this is useless. And I'm going to take the max HP again. And I think I'm going to take the attack speed. Nice. Bait. Melee damage and crit. Muscly dude. Another spear. That's good, but not worth locking. Do you want both this and this is worth locking because the damage, it's free armor basically, and also I just really love snail. Okay, we're doing all right. We're scaling okay. Oh yeah, it's a elite round. You'll notice that I'm going to start obliterating the elite. I just need to actually land my spears on it. There we go. The elite's dead. Don't even need Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet is overkill versus elites on this. You don't really need Silver Bullet. If you get offered it and you feel like you want to take it, that's fine. But it's just a bit of overkill, if I'm honest with you, because you just kill elites so quickly anyway. What I'd really love is to get some items from these ridiculous amount of trees that I'm finding. Okay. What's our crit chance at now? 15%. So what's our actual crit chance at? 18% chance. Yeah, it's not a super high chance, but if we build that crit up, it'll get better. No items from any of our. I might have got one item from a tree, so that's worth taking. That unfortunately is kind of bad. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna take the melee damage. Plate roll. Dink. Muscly dude. I'm actually going to take the crit chance. Bait. Lifesteal. Bait. Yeah, that's fine. We're at 9% lifesteal. That's fine. God, 568 damage, by the way. And yeah, we're basically, even our Rip and Tear is one-shotting the lampreys at this point. So we're one-shotting the tentacles, for God's sake. They are some of the tankiest normal minions or normal aliens in the game, which is crazy. I don't know what my range is at. The range is slightly reduced for these guys at the moment. That's fine, isn't it? If anything, I think reducing range on spears actually helps, believe it or not. I actually quite like reducing range on spears. It just makes them feel a little more fluid. Okay. I need to remember I am not invincible yet. I would need to have 60% dodge. And I would really quite like to have adrenaline if I was going to go down just being an attempted invincible route. Getting a lot of items, though, which is quite nice. But yeah, I would like to have adrenaline if I was going to try and be as attempted invincible as I'm going for. That is super nice. I don't really care about turrets. I'm going to take the speed. And then I'm going to take the max HP. Bait, spear, riposte, boom. Now I just need to get my dodge a little bit further up. I'm not going to take glass cannon because it's not really needed. That's another clover. I am reducing my lifesteal by quite an amount at the moment, so I might want to get my lifesteal back up. It's not super important for spears. Like, it's just another way of regenerating life. But if I can get adrenaline or something else, we're now at 466% damage, which we are dealing silly amounts of damage with our spears. Riposte is, well, if you have a look at how much damage my riposte is doing, my riposte deals 526 damage to an enemy when I dodge their attack. So if I dodge an enemy's attack, I basically kill them, which is, yeah, very good. That's a big, oh my god, where did they all go? They just blew up. It's like I'm playing Artificer, but I'm not. Oh, this is disgusting. We've got so much damage and so much clear. Oh my god. If you can get through those early rounds on Fisherman, you just set up for what is a disgusting setup. 6666. I'm gonna take the max HP, I think. Bait. That's pretty good actually. I wouldn't say that wings are ever usually that fantastic, but I'm gonna take that rocket launcher. This is actually quite nice. Another form of healing. That's my last tentacle that I can have. No, it's not. I've actually got 2 tentacles, right? So I'm going to lock that. At some point, I am going to want to just like spam baits, but 500% extra damage is fine. You can go much higher than this, but I've actually just found some really good items. So, and I don't really need to go much higher than this. It's anything more than this is kind of overkill. So I'm kind of going for the survivability and other kind of stats that will help me out. Critical strike helps me out with survivability because of the tentacles. But yeah, this is kind of getting silly. The only percentage damage increase that would help me at this point is for killing bosses, but we're not that bothered by that at the moment. Disgusting, guys. Disgusting. We are absolutely obliterating everything. Now we just need to not get cocky because you can still lose. There's still opportunities to lose because spears are kind of stupid. Sometimes they'll leave you with no attacks to make because they're all out stabbing nothing. So just worth paying attention to the fact that your spears can still let you down sometimes. That's nice. It's not really worth it to lose the armor at this point for the... I'll take the attack speed. And this is useless. I'm going to take the speed. Spear. Tentacle bait. That is actually decent. It gives me 1 armor. It just removes my crit chance. No, I'm not going to take it. Bait. Luck. Don't need the spear. Don't even need the spear. Tardigrade is kind of nice. But I'm going to take so much damage anyway that it doesn't matter. We're going for a big bait round. That's okay as well. But I don't really need it, like I said. Right, we're going for a big bait round here. Okay, we should... I mean, it doesn't even matter, does it? Like, it doesn't matter how many baits you take. When you're at this stage of the game, you basically one-shot them anyway. How much damage is my Cyberball doing, actually? 231% damage to a random enemy. God, I do 230 damage just for a Cyberball chance. That's kind of crazy. Okay. God, we're doing 1,000 crit there. isn't that? I mean, yeah. At this point, it's getting kind of insane. I still can die, so I just need to be a little careful. I'm going to take the lifesteal. I'm going to take the pickup range. We have got speed. Oh, I'm taking the dodge. I could take wisdom, but not really that important. None of this is as important as just, oh my god, it's potato. We take it. Take the crit chance as well. Yeah. Coupon. Bait. Wandering Bot is super nice. And there's another Cyberball there, so we're going to take it. We don't have that many waves left, though, so bonk. Again, we don't really actually even care about the lampreys at this point. They are negligible. We are at 605% extra damage. I did have a run on Fisherman where I was at, like, going into round 19, I was at, like, 1,000 damage because the amount of baits that I took. But this is just, I've just gone a slightly safer route this time round because I wanted to make sure that I had the dodge and the other defensive stats to make sure I didn't die and could just make it through the rounds. Because as you can see, the amount of lampreys that are spawning now is more than it was at the start of the run. So they are a constant threat throughout these rounds, depending on the amount of baits that you've got. And I've currently got 76 baits. I don't think we're going to make 100 baits by the time that we get to the end of this. But yeah, we've got enough self-sustain through a variety of methods to make sure that we don't struggle here. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, we're still in an okay spot for armor. I'm going to take the crit chance as well. I'm going to take more dodge. So dodge. So I'm now above the dodge cap. So the way that it kind of works is that damage reduction is better to take armor, but up until about 7 armor, and then it's better to take dodge after that. Cyberball. Oh, did I just roll? I did not mean to roll. Lucky coin. 2%, 2 luck for every 1 crit chance you have. Yeah, why not? Don't need another one of those. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm not going to. God, yeah, lucky coin is great. That gives us loads of luck, man. That gives us unbelievable amounts of luck. Look at how much damage we're doing to the boss. The boss is basically already dead. Boom, the boss is dead. What even happened to the lampreys that was supposed to spawn in this round? I think they just got one shot. We're now doing 1,400 damage on certain crits. On our legendary spear crit, we're doing 1,400 damage, which is insane. And the fact that we're critting so much, I don't know, what's our chance to heal off a crit with the tentacles? We're at 60% chance to heal when we kill something with a crit, which happens quite frequently. And what's our harvesting at? Our harvesting is at 581. So even if we don't even collect resources at the end of the round, our harvesting is at 581, which is, yeah, basically the setup from the early game has allowed us to get a very, very strong harvesting setup now, which means that we're still purchasing a huge amount of stuff every single round. We don't need the baits anymore, frankly. The harvesting is not going to do huge. The 2 harvesting is not going to do huge amount for us on each round. I'm just taking them because they're essentially free. 2 attack speeds for every. I mean, do you know what? We're going to take it. We're also going to take that. We're not going to take that because we don't need it. We're going to take the armor. So bait, I'm going to take this spear, even though it's like the majority of my damage. This spear. That is 425 damage. I don't even need it though. It's just surplus to requirements at this point. I'm not taking that because that is a one-way ticket to getting rolled. I'm taking that next round though. Just a load of free HP. God, look at the damage that we're doing. These lampreys are just, I don't even care about them anymore. This is disgusting. Got 671 harvesting. We've got 257 luck. How many baits have we got now? We've got 89. God, we're not going to get. I don't think we can get 100 baits by the time that this. Maybe we can get 100, but I don't think we can refresh the shop 11 times to get 100 baits, unfortunately. That would be really great, though, if we could. I'd love to have a run that was like 100 baits. Okay. I'm just running around. At this point, I can't. I don't think I can die. It would be unbelievable if I died at this point. I'm just trying to collect as many resources as I can before I get to the next wave, in the hopes that I can maybe go for 11 baits, but I don't think I can. Can I go for 11 baits? 3% dodge? No, maybe. I'm going to recycle everything and just take the... Honestly, I don't even know what I took. The harvesting. Doesn't matter, the damage. Right, so let's try and go for the baits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that 100 baits? 100 baits. Do you know what? I'm happy with that. There's the panda. The bait. That. Right, here we go. I've just taken 11 baits on a single turn, which is about to... I mean, I'm just killing one boss, and then I'm about to kill the next boss. And all of these lampreys literally do nothing. And done. Fisherman, Danger 5, with... If I can get off this... We actually got the lure, which is 3 HP range, and 2 additional loot aliens appear during the next wave, which is kind of crazy. That's insane. We had 129 max HP, 819% damage, melee damage through the roof, harvesting, luck, dodge, armor in all good spots. And most importantly, had 101 baits. There you go. Fisherman, Danger 5, easily.